So this will be take 2 of trying to swap out the CRV shifter console for the Honda Accord K Series 1. So what I did is I bought this little flat plate bracket, 30 bucks or whatever. Using these 2 nut inserts, and hopefully that should give me a secure base to bolt this onto. So if it works, I'll post a video. If it doesn't, it's garbage. So yeah, car's a mess as usual. We've already established that. Okay, for the Accord, this is how the shifter area look without the shifter, of course. See, probably around right here somewhere. Okay, looks like it worked. Looks fairly sturdy. Not really, but looks like it'll work. Just gotta find the most flat section and see how it feels. So thanks to S1 Build, we have all the parts needed to do the H2B series adapter. This is the brackets kit that they sell. They provided the cable also because I couldn't find one anywhere. And this is a Honda K24 shifter housing. I'm going to be changing the shifter cables and shifter bracket to the S1 Built H2B series all-wheel drive setup. So first thing to do is to take out these lines, get them out of the way, and start by taking out the cables. So normally I will be fine to take out this clip for the shifter, but since I'm taking everything out including the bracket, all I have to do is just take those 3 12s out, 1, 2, and the other one is over here somewhere. Just take it out, yank everything up, and just pull the whole cable outside the car. Obviously you gotta make sure the shifter is disconnected. As I showed you, I was working on converting the K series adapter to this plate. So all I gotta do is just push this out. And just pull everything up. Okay, and this is the CRV cables. Old cables, new cables. So now I'm gonna work on installing this bracket. So I'm just comparing how everything was sitting in the car. So this is the section with the cable sticking out. It looks like that. So I'm gonna set it up like that. So this goes here, this goes here. Bolt these down. I'm gonna do everything loose, put it in, mount in the car, make sure everything is correct, and then come back and put some blue Loctite on these bolts. Okay, so that's more or less how it's gonna sit. This stud right here is flat, you don't need to add any washer. The 2 large spacers, obviously this one will go in the back, and this one, smaller one, will go right here to level the whole shifter assembly out. So now that I have their orientation correct, I'm gonna take these bolts back out, like I said, and put blue Loctite in them just to make sure they don't back out. Okay, so I added the anti-seize and re-secured the bracket. Now I'm gonna actually mount it. Oops. Wait, spacers. Okay. Here are the spacers. So I'm gonna assume that this one is right there, and this one goes on the floor. Ugh. Okay, but I also found one more issue I gotta correct. Gotta get a 10mm for the speed sensor that is loose, so I'm gonna take care of that. Okay, so everything's going in right now. So just put this in here to help secure it. longer bolt goes in. And since it had a little wiggle when we just slide this one in like that. And that's it. Just tighten everything up. Then I'm gonna sneak the cables in and yeah, quick easy install. See, it's mounted down, bolted up. I had to take it off so I could get to these Allen key bolts, but okay, so there it is. It's installed. It's a little scratch up a little bit, but it's installed. Now I'm gonna go work on underneath the car. Try to reinstall the factory grommets on the new cables to see if I could prevent any mess. Okay, it's a little dark, but I was able to get the plate to cover back up the new cables, so that should secure it from any element from outside getting into the vehicle. Okay, so this is the process of installing the Honda Accord shifter box into a CB7 Honda Accord. So disregard the mess. I got this plate. Basically what I'm gonna do is just drill these holes out for right here, put nut certs in these spots, bolt it down, and then bolt this on top. So let me show you the process. Gotta go up one more size. Got a little bit more. I'm not trying to completely screw up the hole. Okay, so now we got the size, and now we just nut cert it. So the plate is on. Just gotta bolt it down, make sure everything works. Where is the next one? Okay, here it is. So there it is, the plate is on. So the shifter is just gonna bolt like this, directly in that spot, and it'll give me a nice little throw, because this is basically where the stock shifter location would be. So I bolted the top down. I'm just gonna drill out the bottoms, so this way by tightening these down, the chance of me making a mistake screwing these up are less likely because everything's already secure. Okay, so all the nut certs are installed. Now just time to throw this on. So now we just mount the base, screw these into it, and more or less that's how everything would be. Just run the cables, lock them in, put the base on for these, and just tighten it down, and that's how you install a CB7 K-swap Honda Accord shifter with an S1 built bracket, and these are the cables, OEM cables, OEM everything. This is how I wanted it. I didn't want to spend the extra money for the K2 and stuff, and so far this is good.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.